It is time. It is time once again to grace the markets. I can already see that today is going to be a glorious day. I'm ready to win. I can feel the green. Today is one of those days before I even start the day. I mean, most days I feel like this, but today in particular, before I even start the day, I already know what it is. Me dominating, me winning. You guys ever just wake up and just feel yourself winning? We're gonna have so much winning today that, as Trump said, we might even get tired of winning. But as you guys know, there is no such thing as too much winning. So prepare yourself for some more green today. And to greet us here early, we got ADTX. ADTX has decided to give us round two, which I'm very excited for here. The more expensive, typically the more the range, the more opportunity. Not always, but sometimes. So looking forward to seeing what this one can offer here. This should be pretty good. So yesterday's high is at 10.05. We're currently at 9.50. This is quite the move up here, actually. I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback coming into the open in the next 15 minutes here. If we can get some sideways consolidation, maybe even a small dip could be good. I don't want to see it just ripping through highs. If we can get like a small pullback consolidation here, maybe it just keeps going. I'd rather not see the move pre-market here, but this thing's looking pretty bullish coming up. So maybe it just keeps going. I don't have any hotkeys for pre-market set up right now, so I'll have to be on the sidelines if it does go. It looks like it might. I mean, we're seeing 980 here. I could attempt it with my Thinkorswim hotkeys, but they're not any good. But yeah, hit that thumbs up as you're tuning in. So I'm gonna write up the watch list here, and we'll get into it. XHLB. These are my top stocks. There are others. There are some cheaper ones, but these are my top. Of course, I'll be keeping my eye on the Hive Day scans and the chat room throughout the day to see if there are others moving. There it is. So ADTX is up 31% with 6.2 million shares of volume. And we're coming up on yesterday's highs, 10.05. It's definitely pretty bullish here. It's been strong so far. In fact, let's see, the move started around 8.38 and it's been nothing but very strong since. So the pre-market traders probably more than likely already had a decent day here. Let me just grab something here. I need this hat. I'll keep this hat on standby just in case I need it later. Let's put that there. So I'm gonna revisit the daily chart for ADTX just to see where this one could go if it keeps at this pace. 1067, and then perhaps, I mean, I'm seeing like $15. It's giving too much of a move, man, early. So by the time it's 9:30, this thing is dead. Hopefully there's something else. Unless it's one of those 5% of stocks that just keeps going, which only happens 5% of the time, right? Ever since I uninstalled my DAS, like I think like 5 months already, I haven't even looked back at it. So my hotkeys are in the depths. I only really ever used my DAS hotkeys when I was trading pre-market. Via the open, I usually would execute through Thinkorswim. All right, this is not a bad place if it does pull back. I mean, it would be a bit of a double top per se, but you know, if we get a good flag here underneath this level, could set us up for the breakout into the open if we get a good consolidation here, something like this. If we, you know, consolidate sideways in this range, and then perhaps the breakout after the open, hopefully. And something to keep in mind is that we are a little extended, right? Again, from 8.30, we've pushed up, you know, from $8. So if we do see a bit of a longer pullback into the open, I think that's fine. And we got to be prepared for that just in case, so we don't overtrade early and get like max loss or something. Got to always keep that in mind. Try to stay one step ahead. For those people tuning in, Patrick, Old Hack, Noah, Smitty B, Marcos, Gus, guys, hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Baja Express, Matthias. I'm not sure how to pronounce this name, but I'm guessing Avatar or something. I don't know. Well, I'm not sure how that is. But yeah, I dropped out of school at a young age, so maybe my reading could have used some more work. Let's see. Bid is in the building. Bid, what's up, man? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué pasa? My español es poquito, pero well, let me stop. My español is just a little bit. My Spanish is just a little. Beam, I wanted to ask Beam something. Beam, how we got a couple of chat room members that's going soft on us, man. What's happening? All right, so BDTX is up 40%. We got 24 million shares of volume here. A couple of quick trend lines. Pre-market highs 255, low of the current pullback at 231. Not bad. We got the 200 EMA at 317. This is a stock we've traded before. Although I believe last time we traded it, it was all the way up around $6. So something to keep an eye out. Okay, so ADTX is giving that pullback, which is I think it's pretty good to see. And we still have 9 minutes to the open, so we could get a nice setup here coming into the open. It's never good if we just keep going straight up, straight up, straight up. At least not good when I'm not in a trade, right? So for those of us who are not very aggressive towards trading pre-market, hopefully we get a chance here. Because we did see stocks like GV and others that looked really good just get obliterated at the open, right? So we'll see. And hopefully, I mean, short sellers may position themselves here because of the double top and might be risking 20, 30 cents. So that's also something else to keep in mind. But we'll see how it goes. So BDTX, coming back to this one, again, daily chart looks okay. I think over 317, we could definitely get to those levels. And if we do push past 350, 4, maybe 450. So BDTX looking fair, looking decent. Moving on to LSE. LSE pre-market highs are 1680. Low of the pullback around 1281. I'm seeing highs on the daily chart at 1386. Well, 1383. 1383. Over that, unless there's a name change, this should be blue skies, so we're kind of in the territory here. But this stock is lighter on volume, something to keep in mind, that we could see wider spreads early until volume perhaps get a little higher. -10 to -3 at 11 each size. I knew it was doomed. Drawdown trading took over and lost 8K in 40 minutes. So a bit of a choppy day for Beam, but Beam, you guys know Beam. Beam will be the next hot market. Beam 500K in 1 month. Classy Beam. Let me just do this. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, looks good. Today we fly high. All right, so moving on to the next. Are we finished here? I think we're finished. There's XHLD, which is a cheaper stock. Pre-market highs are at 95 cents. The 200 EMA is all the way up there. Not gonna map it out. If this could get to $1 plus, that'd be great. But besides that, not too much analysis. Not too much analysis here really going on. We'll see how this does. Yeah, that's a good point from GW. You know, we've been seeing stronger stocks be the strong stocks into the open has been stocks that has not given a move pre-market. I think even GV the first time, I think that's what happened. It just kind of came out of nowhere. But again, you know, this is the stock market and anything can happen. We have to expect the unexpected and we have to be reactive, I think, more importantly. So that means if ADTX is strong, then I trade it and I treat it with the full force and intensity that I need to. If it happens to be weak and sells off, then I take my attention elsewhere. I take my money elsewhere. But yeah, as usual, business as usual, nothing personal, right? We would hope the stock is strong, but if it's not, that's fine too. We'll just move on to the next opportunity. So with that being said, the game plan today, I'm still on this mission for a 30K day, so we're gonna stay the course to that. And I think, you know, after reviewing yesterday and doing the recap, the key for me is to always remember my risk to reward ratio. These things sound so beginner, right? I mean, it's insane, but I have to always keep in mind my risk to reward ratio and give the trades a chance and stop fumbling trades, right? I have to just give the trade a chance. And I think the psychology behind it, besides the risk to reward ratio, my desire for success has to be greater than my risk. I can never say this thing properly. My desire for success has to be greater than my fear of failing, and that's by a trade by trade basis, right? So it's too easy for me not to accomplish. Is how I feel, and I keep messing up every single time. So today is yet another day of trying to win the battle against myself, because that's what it comes down to. Just myself in the market. And I've always vowed to win against myself, right? Those undisciplined parts of me, I'll continue to work at slaying them away until I become even more refined. And that will lead to me being more consistent and having bigger and better days. So yesterday's plan is today's plan. There's the 2-minute warning coming up. I'll be starting with small size as usual here. As of the last 3-4 months, I think I've implemented this. There are markets where the first 3 minutes is just really, really hot. Everything just goes up. You buy, it just goes up. The last 3 to 4 months, I've been struggling in the first 5 minutes. So I decided to start a day with extremely small size. And I think I'll stick to that maybe forever, or at least up until things are just going up in the first 3 to 4 minutes. And then when it stops, I need to go right back to small size, not even waste a week of losing at the open. So we haven't really been starting days down 1K in the first 2-3 minutes. If we do end up going red, is because we've sized up on a strong stock, or at least a stock we thought was strong, and it didn't really bounce or continue in the uptrend. It just kind of failed miserably. I think that's much more acceptable than me just going red right away, trying to thread the needle on the chop of the first minute or two. We all different people will do different things with their approach. Some of the guys at the team house, they will just keep going. That it all depends on how you want to game plan, right? So with a minute to go, let's win. I'm gonna keep it simple. That's the briefing today. Let's just win. Let's be disciplined. Let's do what we're supposed to do here. Let's manage risk and let's win. Today is a winning day. And ah, yes, another day at long last. Bro, it's nothing like just waking up and finally getting to trade. So let's do it. Now it's time for action. Time for action. See, and that's the difference there with size, right? Like, if I'm using massive size, there's like already like a $600 loss to start on that type of trade. The low is at 950. We've had lows, pre-market lows. Most interesting. I might use size here early. Oh, it's coming down. All right, that was a fair attempt right there, but it is a little weaker. So this will have to spend some time recuperating. ADTX, a little weaker to start. So again, if you see that extended move pre-market, sometimes in the open, you could get that longer pullback. It's either that level or the depths, and it's chosen the depths. The others are a little slower to start as well, so just going to be on the sideline. LASE, or excuse me, LSE could be interesting, but I think lighter volume still. Let's pull this up. Let's start this. Boom, 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 boom. ATER, also one to probably keep an eye on. ATER. Volume. BDTX also interesting. WXM. BWG. WHWK. WHWK at 9 hours 37 minutes and 13 seconds. LX. BDTX, I do like the volume that we're seeing here. BDTX. Time 33.
KBSX.
SPIR.
ROIB. IMBT. ATER. LX. GDS. PLUG. SHLS. WSM.
Man, ADTX halting down. So again, similar to GV, it looks like it's depths.
BG. BDRX. PTON. LAZR. BNET. TIGR. IMBT. GDS. SHLS.
UNTM.
AMPX.
GORB.
IMBT. R may
SRMM.
resume in less than a minute. XHLD. GDS. APDN. BNET. ATER. SHLS. PLUG. TNXP. LAZ.
BINC.
PTON. APDN.
ABOS.
BNET. PLUG.
I think we need to see either ATER or BDTX take over. They're both kind of moving up a little bit. But you know, it's like which stock is going to be the strong stock.
PLUG.
Definitely a little choppy here on that breakout.
APDN. PLUG. TRNR. BG.
BTA.
AMPT. AMPX. OLLI. ATER.
ADTX is inching up, by the way.
MSW.
I wonder.
IMPT. ATER. PLUG.
ERME.
APDN. IMBT. RR. AMPX. PLUG. APDN. RGNX. IMBT.
Seeing a lot of good buying here. Will we curl up though?
LX. RR. XHLD. PLUG. RGNX. IMBT.
AIFF.
BTAI. PLUG. BT.
It's not a great fill for the pace of that order.
RGNX. TRNR.
ADTX new lows.
CYD. MGRM.
SCNX.
AEON.
TRNR.
It's like it's running out of steam. Can we see something more? Not the best fill right there.
APDN. SPCE. BTAI. ADV. IMVT.
Showing some bullish signs, but you know, we'll see.
CNX.
It's possible we could also see an early pullback. I hope it comes.
CRVO. SPCE.
I'm definitely a little bit more scalpy than I would like to be, but
SPCE.
come on. Come on.
BDRX. SIG.
It's like close to erupting, but it might not have everything it needs here because we're still somewhat struggling. And that pullback might be coming soon.
CNX.
BME.
SIG.
Might need a bit of a reset, but we'll see. And then there's the other stock, ADTX, which is probably having traders split between the two.
XYZ.
Early 59, 59.
IMVT. SCNX.
Oh, of course, of course. It needs that bigger drop.
ADV.
ADTX is still alive. It's still lingering. Ay, ay, ay. I need it to be a little bit more aggressive to buy back down there. That's going to be the trade. So we're going to get the pullback, and I'm not in.
SIG.
I honestly probably could have added, but there are always risk in doing that.
AB. BT.
I think I might sit on the sidelines for 5 minutes just to see if something else kind of moves. Because all three of them could still be the stock of the day. There's no obvious stock of the day yet.
GNX. IMVT. KBSX. ATE. SKBL.
61. The 5-minute candles recovered.
KBSX. SIG.
WALD. TNON.
PHAT. IMBT. RGNX. KBSX. SKBL halted. SKBL will resume at 9 hours 53 minutes and 52 seconds.
Just brutal fill, bro. That was probably not a great trade. ADTX.
SIG.
I think the volume is still a little too light, and there goes BDTX. Cliff dive.
ADB. PBRX. TRNR. GNX. IMBT. TRNR.
This one is a little interesting. And the level 2 seems kind of weird. I'm not sure what the flow. I don't know if it's a higher flow, but it seems kind of wacky. ADTX still lighter volume. It definitely looks interesting to curl up, but lighter volume.
SKBL may resume in less than a minute.
IRD.
308, 309, 310.
TNMG.
INOD. SKBL. BDRX. SKBL.
SKBL. How's it look? ATER. ADTX.
IMBT. XNET. RGNX.
AMOD.
DDT. RG and X.
Where is the Momo? Where's the Momo?
XNET.
Everything's slow right now, just waiting.
SKBL TXS. SKBL will resume at 9 hours 59 minutes and 7 seconds.
SKBL is not it. $25 is definitely a key level here if this thing can go.
LSE. DDT. RR. LX. PDYN. AMPX. ATER.
It's definitely trying. It's trying. It's trying. It's having some trouble, but it's trying.
LSE.
Trying for 27 right there.
PDYN. ATER. YHC. LX. IMVT. SKBL. IMVT. SKBL. ATER. RDDT. SRAD. IMBT. RDDT. TIGR.
AEBA.
AEBA.
Damn, the spreads.
OLLI.
ADTX small push right there, but spreads kind of tough.
SDBL halted. SRADBL will resume at 10 hours 4 minutes and 22 seconds. AEBA. ROKU. PDYN. ATER. OLLI.
That was interesting. We haven't seen that type of move on this one yet. $39.
LSC.
ASBP.
MLYS. AEBA. PDT. TIGR. HSAI. SKBL may resume in less than a minute. LSC.
BAOS.
TIGR. HSAI.
Bro, these stocks and then ADTX selling off.
HSAI. XHLT. TIG.
30.
LX.
XYF. HIT.
HSAI. TIGR.
Mm, 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 mm. Not not the smoothest of experiences here. And a trade like that, with that type of fill, will drive me crazy. I feel like I'm trending in the wrong direction and there's like no sustained clean move. So I got to be very careful.
LX. TIGR.
LSE.
VOF. AU. APP.
And of course, we get an instant reclaim on the dip where I'm not super, you know,
PHAT.
thinking we might see a bigger pullback there. Still holding up.
CNSP.
PRRR.
It's going to turn out to be the best dip of the stock on this recent move.
DDT. CNSP. GRRR. LX. XHLD.
GRRW.
AEBA. RDDT.
Bro, how could this tape be so terrible for me, man? Come on. Come on.
ATER. LX.
It's definitely having some trouble over 50. Mm, 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 mm.
SKB may resume in less than.
Compared to the stock yesterday, I'm definitely not in as much of a rhythm with this one.
SKBL. WULF.
KBF.
BOWN. OLLI. W. SHLD. SKBL. LX. Bono halted. BOWNU will resume at 10 hours 14 minutes and 36 seconds.
So let's see. I mean, we'll see how this one does.
CNSP.
LSE. LSE 1450.
SKBL halted. SKBL will resume at 10 hours 14 minutes and 55 seconds. KBSX.
KBSX looks like it could be interesting.
LX.
KB
ATP.
KBXS.
KBSX halted. KBSX will resume at 10 hours 16 minutes and 45 seconds.
But I mean, it's so early in the move. Volume super light. No telling what that one will be able to do. So I don't know if we're out of the woods in terms of momentum just yet.
MLYS.
Ten 13. 3 minutes 21 seconds. That I probably wouldn't use size on this yet until maybe unless it opens up and it's just strong right away. But I'm not too into using size in that one yet. So we're seeing an early pullback ATER, which is fine. I didn't really get to accumulate size here because it didn't, give me the opportunity to. So I'm just gonna take it slow and hold and wait.
HSAI.
HURA.
BOWN. PHAT.
If this goes, I gotta be careful not to give it back, sizing up, trying to get the extra move, because that happens a lot. Just tough to not get any size.
HSAI.
Well, KBSX, it just depends, man. Like it did move yesterday, but it's kind of down, and I kind of need to make sure it's gonna hold up. It's early, halted up. There's a minute 12 seconds.
CSA.
SRAD.
A bit of an aggressive add back here, tighter stop.
KBSX may resume in less than a minute.
MTEL.
Still small size. All right, resumption is 20 seconds. I wonder if this is worth the double bottom, but first time's always the charm. 10 seconds.
ULGS.
We're at 4:31.
KBSX.
Oh, bro, what the fuck, man? Well, I guess there's an entry. There was an entry if you're being aggressive there to buy 32. Insane. It's lighter volume, spreads. Halt is now 510.
CWD.
CWD.
Bro, the stock is like very depthy.
Down halted. BOWT will resume at 10 hours 22 minutes and 22 seconds. CWD. MLYS.
HKPG.
Where are the bulls? Can we get halted up 510? Like, what's going on? You'd expect to see some volume on, like at least a little bit of volume here. Come on, give me 75 and 80. Paper hands. Paper hands. I don't know, man. This one, if you took that resumption trade, you might have gotten like 30, 40 cents, but kind of rough this one. $4.91. showing a magic wick.
SKBL.
Nina liked it.
MLYS.
SUNE, nice move, but you know, a little extended off those lows from 48. 5-cent breakout from the VWAP. The stock is just not looking great in the spreads here. KBSX.
AC.
SKBL.
SUNE still going. I think KBSX, that's it for me on that one. It's just looking too dupsy. Dupsy, new word. After a nice day yesterday, I thought we would have seen some more momentum here early, but things a little slow. Just trying to keep it tight. And SUNE again, you know, massive move up here. 16% move. Just a little hard to buy this one up here. It's possible it keeps going. Definitely possible. Guys, don't forget if you're watching on YouTube to hit that thumbs up. We do appreciate it. SUNE, the only one really still holding up. 80TX later in the day could give a move though, it's possible. KB, nowhere to be found today. Yeah, if that got halted down, could have been pretty good. But a bit of a bounce. KB, SX. ATER sold off. How about XHLD?
SHLD.
Well, I'm too late pulling it up. Quite the move here. Over one, this could be pretty good. Perhaps could save the day here.
NOYS.
Pre-market high is 95 cents. Definitely a huge move to this level.
SKBL may resume in less than a minute. VIB may resume in less than a minute. BOWN may resume in less than a minute. BOWNU may resume in less than a minute. SKBL. RDIP. WHLRL may resume in less than a minute. TIGR.
GR.
Guess it's strong.
TIGR.
28.
WHLRL.
Can we continue?
TIGR.
It held. I probably sold that too soon. It should have went already over one. Bro, look at my fill buying at 95, bro. How did I get filled 97? Like, that's why I don't like to trade these stocks anymore, bro. It's just like robbery at this point. That should be 600. I'd make nothing.
SHLD.
Oh, man. Why am I complaining with a market order? I don't know. I'm going crazy. Break of one could happen. Give me that. Oh, they gave me this fill. No, all right, that's fine. That's okay. Oh my gosh, bro. They want me to go crazy here. Oh my, wait, 90. Oh gosh, it's not even the fill I thought I got. Somebody needs to come and save me here from this chaos. Now I'm getting hesitant, which I can't afford. I gotta keep taking the trades. Gotta keep taking the trades. Wow. Boy, oh boy. It's rough when you have those type of situations because then one loss is like you go red, which is just it should never happen. Time.
TIGR.
Time looks good.
LX.
JFIN.
Mm-mm-mm. I wonder if it's gonna try first, which
VOW men may resume in less than a minute.
it'll be a risky trade
VOW
indeed.
men may resume in less than a minute. TIGR.
Could be a little aggressive, but I'll try it. And it was a little too aggressive. I'm done with this. Done with this stock.
SPC.
So I get filled so slowly there, bro. And so when I should already be up like 1K to 1200, I'm red, right? After one loss. I'll sit on the sidelines till it gets over $1. Come on, man. Highway robbery.
DDT. SPCE.
Highway robbery.
SMR.
Oh, oh, my mic was muted there. The stock goes down 2-3 cents, then I get filled, despite selling
SPC.
early.
UR. SMR. SPCE. UR.
Time 34. Had like an eyelash stuck in my eye for like a good day. High of this move is at 98. 92, 92, 98. Time 34. We need ADTX to hurry up and come, man. breakout. Give a nice move.
XHLD.
Come on, 98, 99. Push through, push through. There are sellers at 101. Or at 1, it looks like. The halt is 12. Can we see the early pullback here? I gotta size down. I gotta size down. This is brutal, man. How much size are you guys using? I'm curious. I'm sizing down to 7,000. Bro, what? What are these fills, brother? I'm at my max loss here, basically, at this rate. It might be a tight pullback here. We're not really dipping, but we'll see. There's still time.
BOWE. LXEH. CSAI. LX. SMR.
Nice. Retest, retest.
BOWN will resume at 10 hours 41 minutes and 35 seconds. APP. SMR.
There's a hidden seller at 10. Might not be that big though.
SMR. SPCE. LX. Phone halted. BOW menu will resume at 10 hours 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Oh, this is a complete like just doesn't even make sense to be red on the stock. Took all the correct trades, got destroyed, and then hesitated on a beautiful dip.
SPCE. SMR.
BTM. SPHL. LFWD.
NIU.
ADTX. Oh, there's a massive spread though.
VOWN may resume in less than a minute. FLNC. SPCE. BDRX. SMR.
Bro. All right, I gotta stop. I'm at max loss now. Down 1,200. To hell with this stock. ADTX. If this one doesn't go, that's it, bro. Mm.
NIU.
Maybe I had too much size. Maybe.
AEBA.
To where my fills were slower, perhaps. It is a cheap stock though. 90 cents, $1.
AUR.
The volume is extremely light for this one. It's not moving like the normal stock, not yet. So we'll see how the volume continues to get in. ADTX. Oh, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. So that's it. This garbage is gonna go to the depths. Such a good day too. My dream of a nice sweet green day ruined officially. Documented the time of death, 10:44 a.m. That'll do it. Oh my goodness, man. I'm a little bit more frustrated today than usual because of the other stock. The other stock, I traded it perfectly and then still lost. And then hesitated on the good dip below $1. Bro, there's no way I should even be. If anything, I should be giving back off the top on that drop.
XHLD.
9:15 entry. Got blazed. It's why yesterday is an important day too, because on those hotter days, you got to be locking in that sweet, sweet day that is applicable for the type of momentum we had, right? And even on a day like this, man, it doesn't seem like you should be red. At least not any max loss, like a tighter day at worst case. All my studying to come here for the depths of this day. Tomorrow again. Tomorrow again. Well, there's not much else to say. I think overall, we did size up early on. Was it ADTX early here? Yeah, we did size up early to 1,000 shares. Not anything close to max size, but we did try to get a dip here, which we lost 40 cents on, which wasn't great. That did put us red 400 to start. I thought it was appropriate to size up in that area a little bit more than the smaller size. But my stop was tight, but the stock kind of just teleported down, which whenever that happens, you can't really get the stop loss you're looking for, which in that case I think might have been like 12 or 7, no, 7 cents. I think I was risking and lost 40 cents because of just how quickly the move just teleported down in an instant. It's similar to this trade right here as well. Stop around 905, and this thing, just kind of obliterated down to 75. So I gave my shares to the people buying the dip at 80. Let's see how the chat room is doing. Time of death, yeah. Bro, I'm done for on this day, man. See, here's the problem though, right? Like if let's just say in 1 hour, right? In 1 hour, if ADTX does out of nowhere start going, making new highs, halting up, I'm not in the best position to be aggressive right away, In fact, I could be already gone and then the stock is now going. It's the issue with hitting like a max loss early in the day. You kind of don't really have that longevity. Can I keep trading? Of course I can, but it's probably not in the best interest. Not, especially not if this one doesn't like gain good volume and kind of move how it was moving pre-market. If that happens, we can see really good stuff, but this lighter volume we're seeing here is not gonna be worth the time. That's the trick of max loss. And it's why it's important to try not to, be super aggressive too early, because if you hit it early, you can kind of knock yourself out for the day. I mean, look at this thing, right? It's like, it's still somewhat in a place where it could do something. It's still threatening. Because I've been trading for years, if this goes, I will trade it, but it has to be the right, like it has to be with volume and all that. But if I come back and I lose more, I have to understand that I stayed, right? You can't be in the place where you're indecisive on what you should do, and then that leads to frustration if things don't go according to plan. For me, if I stay here an extra hour and this thing starts to move and it ends up chopping me out and I lose another 500, 1K, whatever, then I know, well, okay, this is the choice I made. These are the losses that came. And then on the contrary, of course, that's the risk first. On the contrary, if things are hot and you do capitalize, you get back to flat or big green, then, you pulled off the recovery, but there was still risk of potentially going deeper into the red if things didn't go well. I find it rare that you stay sideways. I mean, that does happen, but not really often. They like break even scratch days. But yeah. So shutting it down, be sure to hit that thumbs up. I mean, what a month it's been, man. Like, this is just ridiculous. GV. I think the hotter stocks were GV. ADTX yesterday was pretty good. And then I think BTAI earlier in the month, like the first day. He might have had something else along. He did have a stock around $2. That was pretty decent as well. The people who trade the penny stocks, I'm not sure what they would say if they're still like really going hard on the penny stocks.
RIBN. ABD.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes here for the rest of the month. So we have another week and some change. Let's see, about 8 days. About 8 days to string together a decent month. So locking it in, shutting it down. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hit that thumbs up on the way out, and I'll catch you in the recap. Stay safe, stay green. Also, check out the links down below as well. All right. Heading out, calling it.